Oratile is impressive, and a mistake made by Atlas, but good recovery. Koi. Oratile. Judith Zulu. Martha Mtembu. Lilona Daweti forced backwards. Asa. Oratile. Khadiete. Judith. Controlling the midfield for Green Buffaloes is Judith. Here's Khadiete. Did well to stay on the feet. Referee doesn't see anything wrong, and a dissecting ball. Mahurubechi goes and Kapo keeps an eye. But then making sure that she doesn't turn, she doesn't cross the ball. On top, Martha from distance. Memory. Here's Andisiwe Mkoi, who's been nibbling at the ankles of a number of players in this match, and perhaps we could maybe even have a name change and give her the name Kundwan. We know how, the rats chew on every little opportunity or every little piece of anything that they find. Here's Martha Mtembu. Melinda Khadiete. Oratile Mkwena. Khasakho. Murifi, the grasshopper, does well to keep it in play. Oh, and that just ran away from her. Needed to cut it a lot quicker, and running out of room. Sundowns having made one change. Chantal Esau. It's Lilona Daweti that came on. Corner. Morifi needs the header. Nonhlanhla Mthandi. And anyway, we'll do stopping that attack in the opposition half is Lilona Daweti. .56 minutes on the clock. 1-0 in favor of Mamelodi Sundowns. Murifi always finds herself with a lot of room. Khasakho. Mbane. Khasakho. Space opening up as Murifi takes on Andisiwe Mkoi, looking for supplier. Nonhlanhla Mthandi over the top. If played right, a mistake made as Martha is forced to draw on all her experience. Change that is being made by Green Buffaloes. Anita Mulenga. Anita Mulenga, this was the same change made against Tura Magic. She is a defender, but bringing on Anita Mulenga with her forward experience and hoping that the same script would be written. Anita Mulenga got the goal against Tura Magic that gave them their first win of the tournament. So Iniesta fighting with Khasajo. Oh, there's a battle of strength in the midfield. Oratile Mbane. Ah, heavy first touch. Young 18-year-old just joined the team. Ines that just trying to find a feet in this Green Buffaloes side. Carol Kanyemba. Bane looking for Nkapo and sending her on her way. Mahurubeti will oblige Oratile. Oratile needs to look for the players making the run. Mahurubeti comes out with that ball, sells a dummy, continues her run, keeps that ball in play. It's inviting on the edge, Lilona Daweti. Hand goes up. She was actually asking for a penalty. A handball rather, I mean. Keeper comes out. As the experience of Khadiete just allowing Mamelodi Sundowns players to quickly go back into position. So just intercepting the ball. Much better performance from Green Buffaloes in today's match. Started very slowly, losing to Black Rhinos, winning by a goal to nil very late in the match against Tura Magic. Having hopped 10 places by FIFA due to their heroics at the Olympic. One can look at the Zambian football and say they really represented Africa very well. Barbara Banda, certainly the name on the lips of many footballers, scoring a hat-trick, a double hat-trick at the Olympics as Barbara Banda. And when you look at the football in Zambia, Zesco Ndola Girls is on top of the log. This is after 18 matches with 42 points. Our Green Buffaloes are sitting right about the mid-table in 5th, 6th position. And they've only played 10 games due to the fact that they had a number of players at the Olympics. And they've got some catching up to do. Morifi. Zulu. Chewe. A rare mistake by Makhurubet, but tidying up in that defense. Daweti. Martha. Daweti. Certainly some fears when Andisiwe Mkoe comes around. The players are hop, skipping and jumping over the ball because they know that she doesn't pull out. Khadiete, Oratile, Makhurubeci, Vane, Khadiete, Khasajo, intercepted. Semi-finals, there is a draw after 90 minutes. Straight penalties. Brought down Anita Mulenga and asks the ref, or says to the ref, I didn't do anything wrong. And I guess Murifi just her knees wobbled. Yes, Murifi on the run, eliminates one, and yeah, she says she didn't do anything wrong. Yellow card for Anita. Bane. Definitely a headache for the coach, Coach Desiree Ellis, who looks at these players and has to really prepare them very well. When we talk of player management and depth, this is when it comes into it. The reason for that is Banyana have been invited to the West African country for the Aisha Buhari Cup that takes place from the 13th to the 21st of September. And 7 days later, it's the COSAFA Cup that takes place in Gqeberha. Now, if majority of the players in the Banyana side are in Mamelodi Sundowns, we really would be asking for too much of the players to represent Banyana at the Aisha Buhari Cup, to then come back and participate in the COSAFA Cup and expect positive results. But then you got to speak to the players that you have. It is a FIFA window, so that match will get an opportunity to see the South African players that are plying their trade abroad, like Linda Mtlalo. Mamelodi Sundowns, one looks at Rhoda Mlaudzi and say her tournament is done with a groin injury. One is still trying to get a full or the report on Rhoda Mlaudzi, who only played one match in this tournament. Oratile Mokoena. One change apiece. Very cagey affair. Andisiwe Mgoy. It's a throw in for the team in yellow. Teresa Chewe. Uratil. Makhurubich. Zanele Ntlap. Bambanan. Khasakho. Khasakho has really been dominating in the midfield and combining well with Oratile. Here's Murifi. Sells a dummy, plays the one to should have given it back. Lilona Taweti on the edge of the box. It's Green Buffaloes who realized that they were in trouble. Presence of mind to hack it away, to allow rather a throw in. Taweti. Bane's player and some spinning on the park. Captain will allow that to run all the way through to Asa. Need to, with this match faster, gone over the hour mark. Need a fresh pair of legs, inject some pace, inject some new ideas. Jersey tagging Agnes Musase, Helen Mulenga. That was the last action of the match, and in comes Judith Soko, who's making her first appearance in this tournament. And Judith Soko is one of a few players that was not well. Iniesta stopped in the tracks by Nhlapo. You give it the room, she'll exploit. Murifi, Oratile, with acres of space. Lilona Daweti, COSAFA was not expecting that pass. Out to the left. There's Kantlam Tandi, Andisiwe Mkoi. Homework is done. They haven't given much room. Lushumo Mwimba battles it with Andisiwe Mkoi. Lushumo Lucio Mwimba has had her work cut out. Throw in for Mamelodi Sundowns. Almost 70 minutes, 20 minutes to play. Trying to turn a defender. Tandi. COSAFA plays it back with Mbane. Nicely brought down by Mtandi. Ratile, but that was a hospital pass, very tight, and Judith Soko just come on as Judith Soko. Perhaps the instructions have been clear to come in and destabilize that midfield in which Oratile has played with so much of positivity and too much room for the LI King. Judith Soko just looks on, and she doesn't think there was any malice involved in that challenge. 3 players in the wall: Soko, Benai, COSAFA. 3 players just on the edge of the box. COSAFA goes route 1, and poor delivery. She just needed to hack it over the defense, and maybe an on-running Khadiete or Goy to benefit from that set piece. Decided to go route 1. The Shumo Mwimba, the 20-year-old. This is a second match. Using a hand. Anita Mulenga. She's on a yellow card, by the way. Just using a hand is Anita Mulenga. She still asks the question. Oratile. Mbane. Murifi. Strong first touch, letting it down. Mulenga. Chewe. Here's a chance for Iniesta on the edge of the box and into the hands of Asa. She is in Durban. She is in Durban as Asa, and she says, this is what I'll do if I'm given a chance to go onto the beach. I'll smother that and maybe take a dive. Look at that. She's made it to look so simple. Asa Rabalao. COSAFA. Chewe. 7 goal attempts by Green Buffalo, 3 of which on target. Bane. There's Oratile. Sundowns definitely not having it their way. Daweti. Kasako will try on the right hand side. Really close shop is Green Buffalo. Nontlanhla Mthandi. One touch football from Sundowns. Return pass from Andisiwe Mgoy. So we have a look at the goal that separates the two sides. The coach will tell you one goal is enough. It doesn't matter how they come. When we look at the ball that was threaded through by Kasako to Morifi, and Khadiet peeling off from the defenders, making it 1-0. That is the reason Mamelodi Sundowns are in the lead, and Green Buffaloes have also come close on a number of occasions. The forward who has really become the leading goal scorer in this tournament. Melinda Khadiete, Lerato Khasaku, Megan Rapinoe has influenced her. Lelona Daweti. Looking for the space that has been created. Lubasi, yes, Chewe on the blind side. Mulenga has the company. Asa going straight across the face of goal, and Goy has come back to defend. They're finding the goings tough. Haven't used much of a height. Still on the edge of the box. Chwewe. Goy. She's been left withering in pain. Sundowns in that attack. And Sirim Goy has stayed down. Referee telling them it was a 50-50. Ilona Daweti, and that's got a bit of a boot in the back. Captain Zanele Nhlapo looking on. Referee wants the medical team to get the player off the park and the game to continue. Kasako has given way. Bongiwe Tusi. Bongiwe Tusi has come on for Lerato Kasako. And Steve is still receiving treatment out on the far side of the field. Tusi gets her first touch. Double. On. Oratile. Good to see him going back on the field. Putting in a shift. Throw in for Buffaloes. on the edge of the box if played right. Here's Mkoi. Away by Makurubechi. Keeper off a line, spotted. But Daweti. Sundowns made to sweat in today's encounter. Given a second chance on the ball, Chewe. Mulenga. Boy has come very deep. Iniesta's got to be very careful. She's young, she's an 18-year-old. Zanele will bring in a goalkeeper. She doesn't find the space that she's looking for. Oratile, Nantlantam Tandi, Tusi's come on. Referee believes that Nantlantam Tandi used the hand, gives a free kick to Green Buffaloes. Free kick for Green Buffaloes. If played right, they have the numbers in the box. Asa organizing. Overcooked. And that will certainly not trouble the goal. Bongi Retusi's come on for Sundowns. Daweti and Tusi are the two changes made by the coach. Murifi. Good control by Daweti. Finds Mkoi. No, Melinda gives chase. Good understanding between Mkoi and Khadiete. Ratile. Forced back. That's by Judith Zulu. It's very difficult to get the ball away from young Lubasi. Errors creeping in the Sundowns game. Lubasi, Shimmy, Daweti. And the referee stops play to allow treatment on Bane. Babanani helped up to her feet. Substitution for Mamelodi Sundowns. Melinda Khadiete is giving way, and in comes Talia Smith. Tucks player, Talia. Melinda Khadiete, who cannot add to her goal tally in this match. It's her goal that separates the two sides, and again bringing in another defensive-minded player, but who has the creativity. And Sundowns looking at looking for a way to open up Green Buffaloes. Talia, who comes in and immediately is to get her defensive duties. They need the insurance goal. Firstly, Green Buffaloes need to equalize. With 8 minutes to go, Sundowns going on the defensive. Judith Zulu. Chewe, hassled by Talia. Head away, Murifi. She'll use her pace. Chwene. Talia's available. Daweti finds Schmidt. Schmidt will pick her head up, try and thread it to Nonhlanhla Mthandi. Three changes made by Agnes. Switching to the left-hand side with acres of space. Captain goes out and will just guide the play as it goes over the line, and a goal kick it will be. To the soccer. Bane Murifi. She's dropped deep is Murifi. Oratile. Murifi. Talia Smith, good control. Nkapo. Mthandi. Talia. There's Martha. Makhurubech. Nonhlanhla Mthandi. Talia Smith is available. However, it was Bongiwe Tusi. Yes. Tusi. Taweti. Yes. Oratile, much better. The coach will tell you that this is the Sundowns I know. Chair Murifi. Green Buffaloes on the back foot. 5 minutes to go. This is not a time for players to be making the mistakes and conceding free kicks. Mulenga. Oh, mistake by the keeper. Should have been punished. Should have been punished. Keeper recovers. That was very close. A throw in. Tusi. Keeper making a hash of it. And Andisiwe Mgoy not getting hold of it. Ball is in the air. Mbane. Chewe. Mbane is down. Seems like she took a size 7 on the toes. Bambanani. As Agnes, when the coach has got to take some liquids, you must know that there's definitely anxiety. Definitely anxiety on the bench. It's not as easy as one expected. They won by 6 goals in the first game. They won by 6 goals in the second. They won by 6 goals to 1 in the third. It's been made to look very tight. Schmidt, comma. Tusi. Talia trying to get over the top. Mgoy still bobbling in the air. Does well to recover. Releases to Murifi, and it's a little much to ask late in the match. Irene Lungu is a player. She'll come and take a position up front. Irene Lungu, 3 minutes plus. Referee's optional time. Schmidt. Makhrubic. Schmidt. Tlanhla Ntandi. Oratile. Morifi. Trying to thread the needle. They've been very disciplined defensively, is the Green Buffaloes. Agnes, Lushumo, Agnes and Martha, they haven't been drawn into Sundowns' game of really wanting much. They knew that they're coming into the side, they're not going to have much of the possession, and they allow Sundowns to have quite a bit of the possession, but when they did, could have used it better. Talia. Elona Daweti giving chase. Judith Daweti has come on with the fresher pair of legs on the field. Makhrubic. Amanda Mtandi. Tusi playing the 1-2. Hospital pass, but does well to recover. Bungiwe Tusi does well to stay on her feet. And eventually couldn't outsmart a very, very solid defending team at the moment. They've got the numbers behind the ball. They've closed down Mamelodi Sundowns when necessary. Talia on the ball. Makhrubic. Can they come up with another plan? Tusi. Oratile. Molenga. Going down to the referee's optional time. 89 minutes on the clock. Can Green Buffaloes pull one back and equalize and go into a penalty shootout? Can Sundowns get the insurance goal and just ease the nerves of their coach? 3 minutes is the signal. 3 minutes for Sundowns to get that insurance goal. 3 minutes for Green Buffaloes to cause some concern. Martha. Molenga. Tlanhla Ntandi. Lilona Daweti. Mistake in the defense. Mbane into the hands of Asa. She releases very quickly is Asa Rabalau. It's been part of the USAs. He's got 4 caps. There's one bounce. Queuing the clock. Those are the signs of a keeper who's very much aware. 3 minutes to go. And if it stays like this, it will be Black Rhino Queens up against Mamelodi Sundowns, the first final of the Total Energies Women Championship. Played back. They have the numbers. Away by Oratile as far as Andisiwe Mgoy. Return pass. Tusi. Good turn. Oratile continued to run. Total Energies CAF Women's Championship League qualifiers. Atnas. Molenga going the wrong way. A coach will tell her, turn around, find Martha. Nonhlanhla stops her in her tracks. But it is picked up by Lubasi. There's a player down. There's a player down. Flat on the back. It looks like Lilola Daweti, I'm not sure. As soon as we get the number, here's Lilola Daweti. As soon as we get a jersey number, be able to see that injury. To see Daweti being helped off the park. Sundowns have made their 3 changes. She'll have to soldier on. So Coach Carol Kamyemba, who's made her 3 changes as well, Mulenga, Lungu and Soko, they've come on, and there's belief still coming from the bench that they can do it. For Mamelodi Sundowns, they've also made the 3 changes. Schmidt, Chusi and Daweti. Daweti, who's been stretched off, they'll have to come back and finish off the match. And Chusi, Talia, get the last touch, and Coach Tandiwe Agnes Ngosi is on her knees. It was not made simple, made to sweat to gain an entry into the final. In disbelief is Andisiwe Mgoy, but she gives thanks and praise. It was a tight day at the office. So does Zanele Nhlapo, who was really taken to task. Questions were asked. Memory Ntala, Irene Lungu, Teresa Chawe, Malin Mulenga, you name them. She diffused the whole situation. Agnes Musase and Lashumo Mgwema worked very, very hard in this encounter. That's how it ends from the King Zwelithini Stadium. It is Mamelodi Sundowns 1, Green Buffaloes 0.
Durban is missing you. Let's take this time to recharge. Durban is waiting to welcome you after lockdown. Be energized by the ocean, beach and bush. Discover Durban's adventures and tranquility. Play on the promenade and put the fun back in your life. Enjoy a township experience. Do the Inanda Heritage Trail. Explore Durban's cultural diversity. Stay at home and plan to create new memories. Visit Durban online. Durban's warm hospitality awaits you.
Let's have a look at the highlights of a very tightly contested match between Mamelodi Sundowns and Green Buffaloes. It wasn't an easy passage as Lerato Khasago released Chwene Murifi and Melinda Khariete on the receiving end, rising highest above the defense. Khasago brings in Murifi and Melinda Khariete getting the only goal that separates the two sides. So it's Mamelodi Sundowns that got onto the scoring sheet. Jubilation by the coach, Agnes Nkosi. As we have a look at the statistics, 6 goal attempts by Sundowns, 2 shots on target. When you look at the goal attempts, it was Green Buffalo and the shots on target that dominated that area with 14 foul against 3 of Mamelodi Sundowns. 1 yellow card that was given, and the yellow card was given to a Green Buffaloes player, and that being Juana Benai. But when we look at the corner count, Sundowns dominating on that. Let's go down to our touchline, our award-winning analyst on the touchline, Bali Sigidi, with the post-match interviews.
Thank you so much, Gloria. I am pitch side with the player of the match, and rightly so. It had to come from the defense of the Green Buffaloes, because we saw just how frustrated they frustrated Mamelodi Sundowns. And I'm here with Lushomo Mwemba. A big congratulations to you. Please tell us about that game, because your team was so strong defensively. You frustrated Sundowns. Was that what the coach asked you to do?
We were just following the coach's instructions. That's what the coaches told us to do, to defend them from behind.
So sivenza kuvendera maningi kusogolo because tenzafuna tivavale kusogolo kuti vambeforcing amabola kumbuyo.
He told us not to go too much up front so that we mark them from behind.
We look at just how you and Martha were pairing up. Did coach say that one of the strong points of Sundowns was the wings, because it looked like that's where mostly you and Martha were operating and playing?
Aba Sundowns venzeshara mumbali, so tensifuna kuba makira kumbali kuja ndekwe tensifuna kuba vala maningi kozi ndekwe wenze using mabola maningi kwa kumbali.
Sundowns were playing from the wing, and so that's why we needed to do most of the job in the wings.
And just your experience of this tournament, you didn't make it to the final, but just tell us a bit about your experience just coming here.
Experience shabe despite tensishana mapairs ga mangono, so next time tikabwa kono zesensa kuti tikafike kuma finals.
It was a good experience. It's just that we had young players in the team, but we work hard so that we come back next year and also make it to the finals.
Thank you so much, Leshombo. Big congratulations to you.
Thank you.
That was our player of the match, Lishomo Mwemba. What a defense from Green Buffaloes. Coach, what a game. You brought it, you frustrated them. You said to me, I'm not worried about the attack because you had something planned for them, and you did.
Sure. As I said, all along from the time this thing was introduced, we're looking forward to meet Mamelodi Sundowns. Unfortunately, the only chance they got, they managed to make it count. They were so lucky. But we believe we've given them a good run for their money.
And lucky they were, Coach, because your defense, I'm sure you are proud of them. I mean, when you look at Martha and Lushombo and what they were doing in defense as along the flanks as well, you frustrated the Sundown striker who could not get the ball the entire game, forcing her to play deep, Coach.
Yeah, so as I said in the previous interview, I said our strength is defense. We've got skilled and experienced defenders. They did their best. It's only on the right flank where we lost it, where that one cross came from, and it counted for them. So unlucky that we were on that flank. But I say thank you to the girls. They put out a very spirited performance. We've lost with dignity.
Lastly, Coach, before I let you go, I mean, we look at the first half as well. Sundowns calm on the ball, holding possession, and it seemed like they were starting to frustrate your team, who was struggling to get the ball and just pushing the ball around, Coach. Did you have to then rechange your strategy coming into the second half?
We told our girls that we wanted to see how they are going to play, and we played deep. We played the pyramid defense so that we could see what they were able to do, and then we were looking forward to find a loophole on how we can attack. Unfortunately, up front, we couldn't manage to keep the ball and shoot on goal. We had a few chances that we had, but unfortunately they couldn't count. So it was on our plan just to let them play in their own half and only press when they're in our zone. So our girls did what we taught them.
Your experience real quickly, Coach.
This tournament is a very good plus, and just this game is a very good indication of the growth of women's football. If we can have such tournaments often, even women's football is going to greatly improve. And then going forward, World Cups, Olympics, will be able to represent Africa very well because of the experience that would have obtained. My girls from this tournament will go back home knowing on what they should work towards for and what they should improve on, because they know that other people out there are working hard. We're going back to represent CAF as Green Buffaloes, and we're going to tell the other players, the other teams, those who might qualify for the next CAF, that it won't be an easy tournament, so they have to put in all their effort. So that in large will really improve women's football across the globe.
Thank you so much, Coach. I couldn't have put it better myself. Thank you so much, Coach. Hard luck and see you in the next tournament.
Thank you very much.
That is Coach of Green Buffaloes, Coach Carol Kanyemba. What a solid defense by Green Buffaloes. And of course, I mean, they leave, but there's that consolation of that player of the match accolade. I'm joined now by Mamelodi Sundowns coach, Agnes Nkosi. Coach, what a tough game.
Yo, ayibenzima le game namhlanje. Benzima kakhulu hayi kancane because from first half bebahleli bebangizi kithi we have to ukuthi sikhiphe ibhola sizame ukuthi sipenetrate but bekunzima. Yeah, I'm so happy because at the end of the day we got a 3 point.
You speak about first half, asiqale ngayo futhi. Your team maintained possession, struggling to get the ball behind the net because as we saw, their defense is very, very strong. And frustrating, the game started getting a bit physical because she was being man-marked by at least 2-3 defenders.
From Pambili to my strikers, Baba Makile, strong. Like when they come, Kitty, they are coming strong. So, into bekumele siyenze thina bekumele si relax, calm it down, sinoke ibhola, singabambezeli ibhola, sihlali 2 touch so that singeke sibe ne contact kubo. Yabo.
Let's talk about that goal that came from midfield because Sundowns was building nicely throughout the game, building from the back, patiently so, calm on the ball, link up to Murifi, into Khadiete.
Alila kolela igole lihle kakhulu because sidlalile kahle sidlalile, you were knocking the ball around. Yeah, I'm so happy the way badlale ngakhona. Like I'm over the moon. Angazi nani ukuthi ngithini, ngijabule kakhulu.
Now you know, Coach, this was the first team that has really tested you.
Yeah.
Now you go into a final with another strong team that has not conceded and has not lost.
Yeah, we need to switch on against Zimbabwe. We need to switch on because ngiyacabanga ukuthi team is strong. Manje siselele ngayo ukuthi sindlule kuyo and we're not going to take them lightly because we know ukuthi vele Zimbabwe is the strongest team. Like njenge Green Buffalo, they are basiniki game like i-game ke le asikaze sadlala i-game kanje. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi basinike le game abasinike yona.
Thank you so much, Coach. Congratulations. The final on Saturday. Thank you, Coach. Coach of Mamelodi Sundowns. Happy but with reservation, and rightly so, because that was the first game where Sundowns was really, really challenged. When you look at the results from the semi-finals today, oh my goodness, Black Rhinos and a Mamelodi Sundowns will be...
Now the change is going to be confirmed with Derek Nisibambi, who plays for Smuha in Egypt, coming on to replace Emmanuel Okwi.
Second substitution.
At club level, his role has evolved. He plays wide rather than as a target man. Let's see how Uganda organise their forward line.
Emmanuel Okwi. In goes jersey number 9, Derek Paul Nsimbambi.
The Harambee Stars of Kenya kick off the second half. Goalless at half-time in Nairobi in the derby. Kenya made one first half change which looked tactical. Uganda forced into 2 alterations because of injury. Maguna to Eric Uma. Will come back out to Maguna. Maguna, the scorer of Kenya's goal when the sides last met in a friendly in November 2019. It finished 1-1. Kuma. Kuma's impressed at Ghent since joining them. Uma's lost the ball. Oh, and that's a challenge from behind by Odada on Nisimbambi, the substitute. You see Khalid Ocho looking inquiringly at the ball. We had one ball that was changed in the first half because it was lacking pressure. It's Ocho's free kick towards Achaya. Achaya's low cross. You can see that Nsimbambi has filled the centre forward position vacated by Emmanuel Okwi. Achaya trying to show for it. Kenya well positioned defensively, and Kenya have the free kick. Foul committed by Isaac Muleme there. It's gone back to Otieno, who builds with Akuma, and now Uma. Great Johanna. It's a Group E qualifier. Mali beat Rwanda 1-0 yesterday. Uganda will host Mali in 4 days' time. Kenya will be at Rwanda in 3 days' time. It's Nsimbambi running hard and tracked. His every move was tracked by Eugene Asiki. Muleme comes over from left back to take the corner. And he takes it short. Not a good first touch, that one, by Aguma. And here come Kenya. Strong, powerful run, but he was looking for the free kick there, was Masoud Juma. And Mahmoud Ali Mahmoud was unimpressed. Johanna wearing 10 on his back and playing the number 10 role. Here's a Dada. Johanna. Headed to Joseph Achaya of Tipe Mazembe. He tried to pick out Nsimbambi. Was a dangerous looking cross. Olunga will want more service like that. Whistle goes against Olunga. Will be left for the goalkeeper, Lukwego. Simbi, the early replacement for the injured Lualiwa. Otieno, not the best first touch. A little scare there. He's running hard. Towards him was Milton Carissa. Otieno got out of trouble well, and now Kenya have another free kick in midfield. Apology from Dennis Iguma. Hefty challenge from behind by Iguma. Jacob Mulay would love to see the Harambee Stars get in front in his 5th spell as the national team boss. Masud Juma is in some pain as he walks towards the touchline, but he's going to be able to carry on. Akuma to Asike, his centre-half partner. Asike going long. Haven't been able to bring the best out of Michael Olunga so far. No clear sight of goal for the Aldu Hale hitman. Average is not far off a goal a game at club level. Damada back to his feet. Hopped on by Juma. Good first touch by Johanna. Laguna. CK to Akuma. Back pass to Otieno. Madada. CK. Foul. Foul by Juko on Abdallah Hassan. Juko played for Uganda at the Africa Cup of Nations in 2017 and 2019, adds valuable experience to that back line. Eric Johanna, the substitute, to take the free kick. Johanna, dangerous, oh, and headed wide by Masud Juma, I think. Indeed, it was Masud Juma, the midfielder. Juma timing his run, he was onside. Diving header. So Juma plays his club football in Morocco. Joseph Akuma down now. Akuma, the 24-year-old centre-half. He's been in the Kenyan national squad for around about 5 years now. Before playing at Elfsborg in Sweden, he was in the United States for Ann Arbor and Real Monarchs. Akumu rather, very familiar with Uma, who plays left back. They used to play together at school, at Kakamega High School. Ocho. Karisa. And see, there's more urgency to Kenya now. Kumu. Balloon back cross by Sakari. Taken by Lukwego. A little bit more accuracy in their play, the Harambee Stars. Chaya. CK plays the short pass to Sakari. Sakari's got his math studies to fall back on. If he doesn't fully make the grade in football, he's already a top-level player to be playing international football. Muleme's throw. Here's a Kenyan free kick. Kumu to Uma. Appeals for handball from Sredojevic, the coach, and some of the Ugandan players. Play continues. Sredojevic going mad on the touchline. Still complaining about the handball decision as Kenya get another free kick. Away to Achaya. Tieno will use Kumu. Safety first for Mulemi. It's with Johanna now. Johanna showing for the return ball. Achaya back doing some defending. Wasiwa trying to turn, but has the ball taken off his feet. Now Juma. Uma working hard to get outside him. Odada. Uma. Oh, very dangerous low ball. This could be the breakthrough. It does go all the way through for a corner. Skillful play from Kenneth Maguna, wearing 13. Olunga was waiting at the far post.
Attack the ball!
Ali Mahmoud calling over a player from either side. It's pushing and shoving. In comes the corner. On rising well was Eugene Asike. Iguma. Radojevic deep in tactical reflection. The injuries wouldn't have been part of his plans. Guma's throw. It's back with Iguma again. Juko tees up the ball for Mulemi. By Ruhanga. Slow tempo to the Cranes build-up. Taken down acrobatically by Alcho, and now Ruhanga can get the Cranes going in the right way. Big punt by Otieno. Safety first from Juko. Happy to reorganise. Zakari winds up for the long throw. Headed away by Ochaya. There was a contact off the ball there, and it was Okumu who brought down Milton Karisa, spotted by the referee, Mahmoud Ali Mahmoud. Okumu is going to be booked for that. Kenya seem to have the situation covered. Uganda haven't threatened to run in behind much this afternoon. I'm surprised to see Sredojevic in conversation with Nisimbambi, because Nisimbambi has struggled to make an impact since his half-time introduction. Clearly stepping across there, Okumu. Not quite for Uganda. You could see what they were trying. Now it's Kenya flying forward. Juma to the outside. Very good play from Juma. Good low ball too. And it's been bundled behind for a corner by Juko. That's the sort of service that Olunga wants. Very positive play from Juma on the left. It was a 3 against 3. Olunga was the only player in the box. Tricky for him to score from that angle. Erikuma giving the signal to his tall defenders. There's more pushing and shoving. Uma goes deep. Juma's ball. Over enthusiastic the challenge by Ochaya onto Abdallah Hassan. As Uganda going to make 2 more substitutions here.
In goes jersey number 21.
Mustafa Kitsa. Number 21 coming on. Ibrahim Orit as well.
And now substitution for Uganda Cranes. Out goes jersey number 23, Moses Waiswa. In goes jersey number 11.
Wasiwa is going off as well, so Chaya and Wasiwa withdrawn. Mustafa Kitsa and Ibrahim Orit brought on. Orit of Vipers is a wide attacker, made his international debut in January of this year. In midfield, Kenya have players who are composed on the ball in Odada, Maguna and Johanna. Ugandan substitutes trying to get into the play. It was a Bayarahanga who's been there since the start, attempting to bring it forward. It's with Johanna of Kenya now. Dawdling on the ball. It has flicked off Aucho for the throw. As we approach the 3/4 mark in this game, and Kenya and Uganda in this derby still cannot be separated. Nodded out by Juko. Throw to Kenya deep in Ugandan territory. We've seen that Sakari can fling them long. Really give himself the full run up. It's going to come from behind the assistant referee's head here. Can make life more complicated for the defenders. Flicked on by Alunga, and down goes Lukwego. It is a weapon that they have, Sakari's long throw. Comes the card. Moving on very long, Ibrahim Orit, before going into the book. Akumu. Asike. Nicely taken down by Juma. Juma's cross. Just the final ball lacking again for Kenya. A Kenyan free kick for the hand by Rehanga with the handball.
Substitution for Harambee Stars.
Now the Harambee Stars make a change.
Jersey number 17, Duke Abuya. Out goes jersey number 13, Kenneth
Duke
Muguna.
Abuya coming on.
Badiliko kwa Kenya, anaondoka Kenneth Muguna na ingia Duke Abuya.
Off goes Kenneth Muguna.
Another substitution for Kenya.
Second change sees Abdallah Hassan go off.
22.
Coming on for him, Boniface Muchiri.
Number 7. Boniface Muchiri.
So Muchiri and Abuya on. Johanna to take the free kick, and he goes straight for goal. It didn't worry Charles Lukwego, who just watched it sail over his crossbar. Into the latter stages of this game, and still neither goalkeeper has had a really tough save to make. Johanna scooping one up. Asike. It was a foul, otherwise it would have dropped for Johanna to hit. Juma having an enterprising second half. Akumu. Helped on by Ruhanga. Awkward bounce. Still needs dealing with by Mulemi, who's been fouled by Johanna. There's still plenty of time for someone to become a derby hero here. Reminder that this is a 77th meeting of these nations. Kenya with 22 wins, Uganda 32. Verticality to the Kenyan play now. It's Juma looking for Olunga, who is offside. Clear daylight between the last defender and Olunga. He's at Walusimbi, who's playing him offside. Ocho. Orit. Oh, it has support here from Iguma, who is forced to go backwards. Keeper calls for it. Otieno has dropped it. This has gone again. Zimbambi was trying to pounce on the loose ball.
Another substitution for
a change for Kenya.
Our goal jersey number.
It's Macharia who's going to come on. Jackson Macharia.
In goal jersey number 20. Jackson.
Well, the substitute is being substituted. Eric Johanna came on the half hour for Lawrence Juma, and now with 15 minutes to go, Jackson Macharia has come on for him. It's always humiliating when you're a substitute and you get substitute. You've got to feel for the player. Akumu. Throw by Mulemi. Tricky one for Akumu, and Uganda have it. Odit, was he fouled? Yes, he was, by Eric Uma. Off balance, Ibrahim Orit, and Ali Mahmoud decided that would be a free kick to the Cranes of Uganda. And a card for Eric Uma. Mustafa Kitsa, left-footed to take this free kick. Kitsa, harmless. Mustafa Kitsa plays with Victor Wanyama, the absent Kenyan player for Montreal in the MLS. Aguma plays it back. Walusimbi neatly sidestepped the substitute Macharia.
Last touch!
Milton Carissa has worked hard all match long, running down the right-hand side. The Ugandan substitutes are starting to have a bit of an impact here. They've added extra energy to the play of Milutin Sredojevic's side. Guma's throw is short to Orit, close to the keeper, caught by the keeper. Otieno looks for the quick one. Rolls it to Asiki. Uma shows for the return ball. It's not accurate enough. Uma happy to have the throw. Orit. Ocho. Ocho once more. He was booked late in the first half. Sharia turns in pursuit of Otieno's long kick. Ocho, extra responsibility for the entire Ugandan midfield with Tadeo Luanga out injured by Rehanga. Fuego trying to keep a clean sheet as he stakes his claim to be the long-term replacement for the former captain, now retired, Dennis Onyango. Not quite. It goes through to Otieno. It was a good run made again by the tireless Milton Carissa. The amount of whistle has detracted from the flow of proceedings. It's been a hugely committed game, as you would expect in a derby. Uma. With Uma again. Can Kenya find that inspiration to get the goal? Get a home victory to kick off their Group E campaign.
Goes jersey number 17, Sentamu Junior Yunus.
Yunus Sentama, who scored off the bench against Ethiopia last Sunday in a 2-1 friendly defeat, replaces Milton Carissa, who has worked very, very hard. Sentamu repeat the trick and get another goal as a sub. In comes the long throw, and staying on his line is Lukwego. The whistle's already gone. Their long throws have been very impressive throughout this match. Daniel Sakari. Muleme's throw. Six and a half minutes plus stoppage time remaining in Nairobi. Yesterday there was a late winner in the first group. Oh, there was a winner in the first Group E game. It was actually a 19th minute goal scored by Traore for Mali against Rwanda. Uganda at home to Mali on September the 6th. Kenya at Rwanda on September the 5th. And ball there. That's the substitute. Muchiri. Uganda go from back to front. The flick has actually come off a Kenyan head. It's come off at Okumu and safely through to Otieno. Very good touch by Olunga. Olunga bringing Muchiri into play. Not the greatest of crosses. He was aiming for Jackson Macharia. Jacob Moulay, his 5th spell as Kenyan boss. And those spells only lasted a day or so. Uma. Kumu, with centre-half partner Asike. Forward by Sakari. Backing in there, Michael Olunga. It's been a frustrating afternoon for him. Asike. The flick towards Muchiri. That's a foul on Ukumu. Substitute Sentama trying to put himself about. Sakari. Sakari will get another go. Winds up the arms. Good defending that by Uganda. Zimbabwe wanted it played earlier than it was, and it was overhit anyway, through to Otieno. Asike. Charia's flick. Oh, Olunga nearly got in there. It's a wayward kick by Charles Lukwego. Lukwego, yet another Ugandan player who looks like he's going to need some attention. Has he got cramp? Looks like Mahmoud Ali Mahmoud has prepared a card. See who he shows this to, whether it's for dissent or time wasting. It was launched in by Asike. To touch, immediately went down, feeling cramp. This will mean there'll be extra time added on at the end of the 90. Good range of whistles, hasn't he, Milutin Sredojevic? Oh, the keeper is going to get booked for time wasting.
Ladies and gentlemen,
3 minutes added on then. Still Kenya 0, Uganda 0. Here comes Daniel Sakari with another one of those long throws.